Hey guys, Blood here. Today we'll be doing the second boss in the first wing of LFR, Feng the Perverted. Feng does abilities based on which weapon he currently has equipped. He always starts off with, well, it's always the same when I'm talking about. He starts off with the fist weapons of electrical fisting and proceed to fist you until he reaches 65%. For tanks, he puts on an electrical type dot. On the tanks, you're supposed to swap tanks at about 3. No one does. He also does Lightning Fist to anybody in front of him who gets hit by it will be stunned for quite a while, maybe 4 seconds. That's kind of a lot to a tank. He will then do Epicenter. Tanks are supposed to use the 2 crystals in the beginning to either block Epicenter or copy his stun effect off of a player and place it on him. I do this because I don't know how to do this fight wrong. Healers, be aware, most tanks don't do anything to help you with Epicenter, so massive AoE going out there. DPS, just don't stand in front of him. Pretty simple. Tanks, try to swap out if you want to, I guess, at 3 stacks. This tank doesn't, so I'm just kind of not hitting him until he, maybe steals aggro. Doesn't happen. And he rinses, repeats 2 abilities pretty much every phase, and those 2 are the main ones for this phase. See, I just kind of shocked him there. That'd be Epicenter and Lightning Fist. So once he reaches 65%, he will now swap weapons and move over to the side. I just tank him wherever he's at over there. He now picks up the Spear of Fiery Penetration, and he will now do fire-based attacks, which means for tanks, he puts on a fire-based dot, mitigate as you will. For DPS, he puts these things called Wild Spark on you, which will cause you to drop a little pool of fire wherever you stand after about 3 seconds or 4 seconds. Normally you move out so as not to, hurt your neighbors. Healers, they don't usually move out, so be aware of some AoE damage in localized spots. His massive AoE thing will be something called Draw Flame. About 3 times in this phase he will do Draw Flame. Draw Flame. Tanks try to block it with Nullification Barrier. That tank kind of got it. He's still got 6 stacks. Each stack is a detonation which originates from what I can only tell is his crotch, and just do AoE damage to the whole raid, so be aware of that. That happens about 3 times this phase. Other than that, again, 2 abilities, rinse and repeat, stay out of the fire. The fire does move, by the way, so if you're near it, keep an eye on it, it will attack you. So, after you get him down to 30%, or looks like 32% actually, maybe 30, I don't know, doesn't matter. He switches over to the Shaft of Exploding Magic. He will then proceed to do magic-based abilities. Again, tanks, the dot is now magic-based, like it matters. For DPS, this is a little more involved. He will put something called Arcane Resonance on 2 to 3 people. I think I should just think 2. But it will cause you to explode and take decent damage, but it will cause you to do damage, way more damage to people around you. So if you see someone being all explodey like that, you'll want to move away from them. Most people will just kind of hang out by the edge of the little arena. Healers, most people are actually good about this, but some people just kind of stay there, mostly melee, so just be aware that they will be taking a lot of damage. He also does an ability called Arcane Velocity? It's called Velocity, where he will do this weird kind of channeling thing, can't miss it, it's really explodey. You will want to move in and just get as close to him as possible, maybe move out a couple seconds before it ends, and rinse and repeat. So that's it, that's pretty much it. 2 abilities per phase, mostly big AoE, move out of the way kind of thing, and then loot. Loot. Take it back, you don't get loot, you get gold. That's a lie, I don't mean to get your hopes up. But that's it, that's my video for Feng the Perverted. Now for a little pants off, dance off. Catch you guys next time.